This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm sure you've been in a situation where you've experienced stress. It's everywhere. We deal with it all the time or from time to time. And you may have even said this, I'm mentally exhausted. You know, this situation I'm in right now, mentally exhausted. We're going to talk about that today and how to pilot through those situations with somebody who harnesses the power of energy, because that's what this is all about. She's a Reiki master and has a lot of insight. By the way, we're also going to do a very impactful meditation a little bit later on today's show. She's the woman behind Calming Vibrations, and she's back with us. Samantha Somervill is on the program. How's everything going with you today?
Doing well, thanks. Thanks for having me back. Glad to be.
Yeah, it's good to have you back here. This whole stress thing, you know, we've all been there at one point in our lives where it may have been a little much in terms of stress. Would you say now that you've recognized what stress is, that you intentionally keep it in check? Was there a point where there was a lot more stress in your life and now, you know, you've tamed the beast, so to speak?
Well, I think it's something that we all kind of carry quietly. If you think about it, like stress and mental exhaustion. When we start to recognize it, we start to go, oh, I need to do something about this. It is deeply connected to your third eye and your energetics center of intuition, clarity, and vision. So when you're like mentally overworked or emotionally fatigued, it becomes blocked and depleted. So you start feeling like it's hard to focus. You struggle with decision making. You feel disconnected from your inner guidance. So, yeah, I say as I started my journey and have been going through it, I've been able to handle stress myself a lot better than I used to. I used to get very overworked, really worked up about it.
Same.
And I'm able to say, take a breath and kind of step back from it a little bit more. And things that used to bother me a lot more don't bother me as much. And I say, is that really worth the energy of me getting worked up about, or is it something that we need to step back from and maybe talk through a little bit differently? Maybe there's a different perspective here. So for me, it's looking at it differently.
Mm.
So it's opened up perspective, I guess is best way to say that.
I'm right on that page. I got
Yeah.
you. So much, in fact, that I would get stressed out. I would allow things to get to me. I would worry about the future, which doesn't exist. And none of us, unless I'm missing something here, can predict the future. So I would think about what if that, what if this, what if that. Um, there was a point where I was working very early in the morning in broadcast, um, bought a house, renovating a backyard, personal stuff going on, kids, basically three jobs. I gave myself an ulcer from the stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like 2016-ish, right around there. Yeah. And sent me to the hospital, to be honest with you. So,
Oh no.
oh yeah, yep. So and not to say that, you know, it doesn't come back from time to time, or did, but at this time, I don't let anything bother me anymore. It's just like realize it's not worth it. You know, it's just let it go. Not easy, takes a journey, but
It is a journey. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, it'll still come at you and go, oh, wait. And then you're kind of like on the edge. And I mean, if a lot more feelings have come up for people recently, if you think from we were all a lot more in touch and everybody was a little more open, and then the pandemic hit even, and everybody went into that isolation. So once everybody started coming back from that and shifting into the daily routines from the isolation and into that connected world, it also it kind of blurred a lot of the boundaries and left a lot of people burned out while they were in the pandemic.
Mm,
So for many, that work from home life erased the lines between the work and the rest. So that led to fatigue and showed up not only in the body, but in the heart and the mind too. So we had that whole period of time that also impacted all of our lives as well, that we're still trying to make our way out of. So while we are all still trying to work in our daily lives and work with what's happening in the world around us, we're still working through things that had happened several years ago as well. So, if you're feeling constantly tired, unable to focus, emotionally overwhelmed, or physically tense, you're not alone. I mean, these are all signs of mental exhaustion, and
mm.
recognizing them is the first step to reclaiming that well-being.
And I would imagine it goes back to some basics that we forget about, and they're almost sometimes people even laugh at them, like, "Oh, really? Well, you got something better for me?" But those things like quality sleep. If you don't sleep well, you can't deal with stress and mental anguish and figuring things out. And it's almost like it makes it worse. Then something else presents and makes it worse. And then proper nutrition, exercise to for many different reasons. Even burning off excess energy. As a Reiki master, why don't we go there? I mean,
Yeah.
energy. Is it true that you can't get rid of energy? It just takes a different shape. So let's say you got a situation going on energetically, and it's challenging you. Turn that energy into something else. Be it, let's say you go to the gym, you burn off that energy, move it into, a different area. Does that even make sense?
It does. Reiki, if you're going specifically with Reiki, it helps restore that balance and invites that peace back in. So it transforms that energy that may be stagnant or stuck and hanging out. We talked last time about anger and how it gets stuck down in the solar plexus, and you want to move that up into the heart chakra and get that out. With Reiki in particular, it helps the body relax and supports you during times of stress. So, a lot of times it can help the body release that tension. And as we've talked in the prior calls about allowing your body to have that natural relaxation response, trying to give you that calming experience and get you out of that parasympathetic fight or flight, and just have that relaxation time and reducing that stress hormone and saying, okay, I can relax. I don't have to go fight the bear. I don't have to go run and, catch the buffalo. I am okay. I can relax right now. And it helps really rebalance the emotional energy. So if there's stagnation, it creates more space, more ease, and it supports better sleep. So
Mm.
I know my personal, most people on my table I, a lot of them take a nap. They will relax. Or they will report that they have had good sleep later on. So it relaxes you. It makes you feel I can take a breath. My body can just relax. And it also helps if you are having, we've
Mm.
talked before about lower chakras, if you are out of balance in your core, as we've talked in like the root and the solar plexus and the sacral. If you build a stronger energetic foundation, it helps you bounce back from that stress better as well.
So if somebody's stressed out, would that be a reason to do Reiki?
It would. It would. You would use that in conjunction with maybe other modalities, like if you're in therapy or if you're doing other things such as yoga or whatever other things that you like to do. A Reiki session will help you relax, and allow you that space to let your body have that space to heal and relax for a moment, have that space to say, okay, I don't have to constantly be in that fight or flight mode now that I have this we'll call it a beat, to take that breath. Now I have that space to think through what else do I need to continue my journey. Maybe you only need one session and that's all you need. Some people may need more. Um, and I encourage you to go to different Reiki people, practitioners. One may not be the right one for you. So don't go to one person and say, oh, I didn't like that. Go to a different person that their energy may be the right, that their channeling is the right one for you.
And I would imagine you need to be intentional and want to heal and believe that this is going to work for you. Um, Otherwise, it's not. I've heard from other people, I tried this modality, I did hypnotherapy, whatever it might be. It didn't work. I don't know. This stuff doesn't work. If you're not ready, it's not going to work. It's not. It's just not.
Yeah. It's like everything. You have to go in open-minded, whether you're going to therapy or whether you're going to, let's say you want to go to the batting cage to go channel like your kinetic energy. You have to think through the fact that this is going to help me channel this for the moment. This is going to help me. Maybe if going for a walk and you want to clear your mind, you have to believe and be open to the idea that this is going to help my mental health, that I'm going to clear. I'm going to let go of everything at the front of the trail as I'm taking this walk. I'm not going to take it all on the walk with me. So you have to be open to that experience, depending on whichever path you want to take.
Can you give some examples of working with somebody who may have been stressed out and how this made them feel better?
Um, well, I mean, I can give examples of how I began first working with my daughter with her anxiety and PTSD.
If you want to share, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, she couldn't relax. She's in constant fight or flight. So when she is able to be on the table and it just relaxes her, it allows her that tension to release. So whether you have a 5-minute session with someone that has that tension with that anxiety and that constant state of I'm on, and you give them that moment of you can relax in this space, it's safe. You can feel just the peace that comes from them as they relax. And when they get off the table, they're almost liquid as they get up because they feel relaxed for that time because they were able to let go and relax. Obviously, it may come back later. I mean, that's the nature, but it gave the space for her to have that time to let go of it for a little bit and just relax in that small, safe space and know that nothing was going to happen in that time.
You know what reminds me of this phrase that when you're troubled in these situations, and so we're safe, I am not my emotions, I am not my thoughts, I am safe in this moment.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that, and it always stuck with me because what do we all want? To feel safe. So when you're stressed out, for whatever the reason, you don't feel safe. You might not admit it, you might not even understand what the feeling is, but there's something that's amiss that's making you feel uncomfortable. And I guess that's where the stress comes in. Like when I was stressed out prior to the ulcer, technically I didn't feel safe. I was worried about losing a job here and this there and whatever. Unfounded, no reason to worry about that, but that's the way my mind was wired at the time. And then you have the other factors, not enough sleep, on and on and on. But ultimately, there was a feeling of uncertainty, i.e., not feeling 100% safe. That makes sense.
Yeah. Is that the phrase always waiting for the other shoe to drop?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, delete that from our words.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, that's
Yeah.
oh, you know what? You used to hear
Yeah.
that all the time. That's what a
Yeah.
horrible like phrase.
Yeah. Yeah. That I
Oh,
heard that all the time growing up. So yeah, it was like you can't live in that fear that something else is going to happen. Something will always happen, but you can't live in that state of fear.
wow. That is such a good one. That typifies what we're talking about here. If if you walk wait for the other shoe to fall, well, guess what? Energetically, I'm just saying here, I'm digressing for a moment, but
Yeah.
you're asking for it. You're telling the universe, well, all right, let that other shoe fall. What's going to happen
Yeah.
then? I'm just waiting for that. Yeah, because it's going to happen at some point. Maybe it's not, but you're asking for it to happen.
Mhm. Yeah. Because we can strongly manifest things whether we want to or not if you
Yep.
think hard enough.
Yep. Uh, interesting. I want to leave time for it. You said we were going to do a
Yeah.
meditation.
Yeah.
Should we do that now?
Yeah. We can do that now.
And what kind of
All right.
meditation is this?
This is for your third eye chakra. So,
Can I share
so
something
let's,
before you begin?
sure.
Don't mean to cut you off, but
You're fine. Go
I
ahead.
don't know how to ask this one. Before we met, I did Reiki probably 3 years ago, and somebody told me that, they went through everything, cleared out stuck energy, etc. But they told me that my third eye was pretty mucked up, and they cleared it out, but it's still, not fully clear in terms of energy. And they said that may just be the way I'm wired. But then they said, however, if you call that a handicap, you make up for it in other ways because you have a keen sense of being able to, find the truth, spot BS, if you will. And I don't know if that's even possible. If you've ever heard that, if you've tried to work with somebody's third eye on an energetic level and detected, get it clear to a point, but not, completely. Does that even make sense? I don't know.
Well, third eye sometimes it's a journey too. Your third eye will slowly open up as you're ready for it too. If you're not ready for the full path, it won't open when you're until you're ready. And as you do your own energy work and your own journeys and your own path, it will start to open.
Hmm.
And that will look different for everyone. It will, I mean, some people, when they meditate, they'll actually see an eye. Some people, they'll see colors. Some people, it'll be more clarity in situations, or they'll be able to make quicker connections or quicker decisions. So as that starts to open up, and the more work you do on not only yourself, but just um, just your environment around you, it will start to change not
Hmm.
only your third eye, but your other areas as well. So
Gotcha.
everything starts to balance. So saying mucked up, it
Yeah.
just means you're just on your journey
Yep.
and you're
Okay.
just working
Hmm.
working through.
All right. Let's meditate.
And we will meditate. All right. So let's take a few moments now to come home to yourself. So everyone find a comfortable position, either sitting or laying down. It's up to you. Let your body feel supported and at ease. Gently close your eyes and notice the natural rhythm of your inhale and exhale. Let the rise and fall of your chest and belly. Bring your awareness to your breath. Inhale gently, exhale slowly. With each inhale, draw in calm energy. With each exhale, let go of tension and stress. Feel your body softening, your mind quieting. Visualize roots growing from your body into the earth, stable, strong, and grounding. Breathe in the earth's nurturing energy and breathe out anything that no longer serves you. Now bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows, your third eye chakra. Imagine a soft indigo light pulsing there, like a gentle beacon of clarity. As you inhale, see this light brighten. With each exhale, let's see serene energy spread throughout your being. This is your center of intuition and wisdom. Allow yourself to connect with its energy, opening up to the insights it offers. If thoughts arise, greet them without judgment. Let them pass like clouds. Stay here, breathing into the space of knowing and trust. When you're ready, let the image fade. Return to the breath. Feel the surface beneath you. Listen to the sounds around you. Take one last deep breath and gently open your eye. Carry this sense of peace and wisdom with you throughout your day. Your third eye chakra is always with you, ready to guide you through clarity and understanding.
I have to say, for the first time ever, I concentrated on the breathing, and it was like being transported away. It's kind of weird, but I think that's the way it works. It's like as I concentrated on the breathing, nothing else mattered. Like everything just went off to the sides, and then the imagery of the third eye. But I think that's the first time that's ever happened where I really was like disconnected just for a minute, too, whatever, by focusing on the breathing. Very cool. Wow. Thank you for that.
When you can breathe and
good.
calm it, it helps.
Yeah. How do we connect with you, Samantha, if somebody's looking for change, dealing with stress, exhausted, and is realizing that it's energy? They gotta make some changes with your help. How do they connect with you?
Sure. You can reach out to me at calmingvibrations.com, or you can send me an email at contact@calmingvibrations.com.
Very cool. Thank you for today. Thank you for the insight. And this is universal stress. We all have it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mental exhaustion is real, but it's not permanent. There are ways to help it.
Yep. Got to move that stuck energy, and Reiki's the way. Thanks so much for today. We'll catch up next time. Okay.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.